guys, welcome back to my channel for day 3 of 31 days of horrible crafts and even scarier stories. If you have not watched day 1 or 2, I will link those in the description below. Please check them out. They're quite fun. So for today's story, I'm actually going to be skipping ahead quite a few years from my stories yesterday. This took place when I was 16, 17 years old, and I was living with my mother and my stepfather, and I was dating my first husband at the time. We had recently started dating, and before you get any ideas, my parents knew about him, they loved him, they thought he was great. But he lived probably about a half an hour away from me, and he worked during the day, well, actually kind of midday to evening, early evening. So if he were to come and pick me up for a date, it would be, 9, 10 o'clock at night when he would show up, due to traffic and all of that stuff. So in order to not wake my parents, he would come around to my bedroom window and knock, and I always knew that he was coming, so it was never a surprise to hear that knock. I always expected to hear it. But one night I was sitting in bed and I was watching TV in my room, and I heard that knock at the window. It was like a knock, knock, knock. It sounded just like his knocks sounded. I wasn't expecting him, so it was kind of weird. But of course, I was excited. I was like, oh, a surprise visit, So I stand up in my bed because my window was actually right above my bed, and I tried to look outside, but of course it was pitch black out there. I think this was maybe 10:30 at night. And I couldn't see him or anybody outside. So I said, okay, he must have knocked and then walked back to his car expecting me to, come outside. So I got my shoes on and I stepped outside and his car was not there. So then I started to freak out a little bit because I was like, somebody just knocked at my window. And it's 10:30 at night. So I did a lap around the house to see if I could see anyone or anything. There was nothing. No one was around. So that was really, really creepy. And to go along with that, over the next, 3 years that we lived in that house, I constantly had knocks on the walls. My bedroom door would open by itself, and not because of a draft, not because the hinges, it didn't do it all the time. It was like once every, 2 months, 3 months, something like that. It was random. Had nothing to do with drafts or anything. Otherwise, if it was a draft, obviously it would swing open more often. Also, my bed would shake at times, which I have another bed shaking story coming up, so definitely stay tuned for that episode. I think you guys will really like that. So yeah, I had wall knocks, bed shaking, and knocks on my window for the 3 years that we lived in that house, so that was fun. Anyway, yeah, that's my scary story for today. I apologize if they're not as awesome as you guys were hoping or anything. They are getting better, trust me. I'm starting out with the weak ones for the first few episodes, and then I'll get into the real juicy ones, the real good ones. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not watched episodes 1 and 2 yet, I will link those in the description down below. Please go check those out. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.